What is up, everyone? We are back here in the Yeti cave, at the very least momentarily. Not sure how long I'll stay here. But the reason we are here is because we are finishing off our level. Shoot, that got resisted. So if you take a look here, I am about to ding. I'm about to get out of this hell level. So I'm excited for that. And I think I understand the allure of this camp finally, after a long time. And you know, everybody refers to it as it drops gems, and it's so good because of gems. And I think I just like got caught on the gems part, because that's what everybody talks about, is the gems. And yes, it can drop gems, but I don't think like that's not all of it, right? And yeah, my spawns are all screwed up, and that's I messed up and I got my spawn screwed up. So since the last video, I did take a trip home and I got rid of my cache. I came back with 40 platinum on me. I was gonna use that to like port around and stuff, but I ended up getting a free port. I don't know, Wizard just didn't accept it and just booted me. So that was nice of them. But as you can see, I came here with 40 plat and zeros across the board. Other than that, I have 710 gold and I have 132 plat. And I believe, what has happened? I cast wrong spell. I believe I had 3 yellows when I went to sell off. So in the time it took me to get less than 2 yellows, I've gone from 40 plat to 132 plat. And 710 gold, which is another 71 plat. And then another 6 plat and silver. So, man, this guy just doesn't want to get feared, huh? Well, it's dead now. There's something going on with my mouse, too. It's not... Oh. My screen has a border now? What is happening? My game's kind of weird. So usually I don't have a border on... Like, if you watch these videos, you could probably attest to this, that usually I don't have a border, but you can see it at the very top. You can kind of see the border at the very top. And also, like, when I try to click on something, like if I use my pet window in the middle there, if I click attack, my mouse has to be like a little, like, can't be right on it. It has to be a little offset. So my whole screen is like offset by like a 1/4 inch. So if you try to click on a button, you have to kind of offset your click about a 1/4 inch. I don't know what's going on. Doesn't matter. I'll fix that later. But, so we'll ding on one of these kills, hopefully. We got 2 more after this. Hopefully one of them will ding us, but it might not. It actually probably won't. I don't know. Anyway, so the allure of the camp is that, yeah, you can get gem drops, such as this flawless aquamarine right here. But on top of that, you're already getting decent cash as is. And then a correction, I said these flowers sell for like 30 plat a stack. It's actually 21 and a half plat a stack. Well, at least me with my shitty charisma. I got 59 charisma. It's really bad. So, I mean, maybe you can squeeze out 23 plat a stack or something, but it's not 30. Like I had thought. But I mean, 21 plat a stack is still good. They drop a lot. But we have gotten a peridot, we've gotten some jewelry, a pearl. The flawless aquamarine is probably the best thing that we've gotten since we came back. Put the big dot on this one. Because the next spawn is really close. So I'm putting the bigger dot on this guy. We try to kill him before the other one comes. And the XP is good. I mean, it's been okay. I am in a hell level, so it's expected, you know, that it's going to go slowly, but I almost wonder how 41 will be here. I don't know if I'll do, you know, 41 here or not, but I will kill some things just to find out, like, the pace of it. Maybe make a decision. I'm just going to be happy to get out of the hell level. This probably isn't gonna level me, so I might need to wait for the next round in about 3 minutes from now. We'll have to see. I'm gonna go get sushi right now with one of my roommates, so I'm looking forward to that. The Lakers won their first game of the first round of the playoffs. Happy about that. I'm sure nobody cares. But I did see somebody yesterday. I ran into somebody in Velcator's on the shaman who was a Sacramento Kings fan. So I got talking to him a little bit about basketball. Anyways, we're gonna have to wait for that next round. So not only will we level, but maybe we'll get a little taste of how the experience would be if I were to stay here for a level 41 outside of a hell level. I'll go ahead and pause it here while we met up and wait for the respawns. Alright, so the mob spawned, so we're gonna get another round in here. Let me just get my buffs going. And see how this goes. In that last video I was talking about how there was a monk here while he was 45, he leveled to 46. Now 45 is another hell level. This hell level took me like, I don't know, 5 or 6 hours? I don't really know. Feel like something like that, maybe 5 hours or so. Can't imagine at 45 how long that would take. But I may do like another level at 41, maybe. I don't know. It all just depends. That same mob dropped a jade earring last round. It's interesting. It's a really easy camp. Fearing in here is great. The money's decent. It's not like, you know, sisters or something, or even gargoyles. It's not like that, but it's better than most for sure. The platinum, the raw platinum's good, and then, you know, the occasional gem. It is really good. I'll probably revisit this place on my monk, because I don't want to stay here too long. Probably come here on the monk for a couple levels, possibly. Looks like I'm standing, but I'm actually sitting. If I do it too fast, the animation gets stuck. Still haven't leveled yet, huh? Okay. Been moving on the shaman a bit, so I'm about to get 41 here. The shaman's actually close to 51. So I was gaining on the shaman for a little bit, but myself and the mage have been back on our crap. Been doing pretty good on the on keeping up. So the gap has stopped closing for the time being. Still haven't leveled. Pretty nutty. That last tick's a double. It's a double tick. It's a hell tick. Let's sit this guy down. I hope my window doesn't stay like this forever. I don't know. Wonder how it got like this. Oh. I can move the window. Interesting. Huh. Okay. I didn't realize that I could move the window and that was me, so I like how that looks better. So we don't have the border anymore. The border's gone. Huh, okay. I must have moved it by accident. Alright, where is this spawn? Should just be this one. I jacked my spawns up because I feared a mob that I didn't realize resisted the dooming darkness. Like, I do not pay attention to resists as much as I should. And he went running down the hall. And then he ran into, like, the other room. Not quite, just right up to it. And then I was watching basketball and stuff and not paying attention. And I just started working on that next room when I had already pulled this mob. And I had just dotted it with the snare, which is a really long dot. So I feigned death, and I was like, well, if I stay feigned death, I have to wait like 2.5 minutes or however long for this dot to wear off. Or I just get up, kill him, and then just go on with this. And I was close to leveling, so I was like, like either way it's bad. Either way, I have a 2.5 minute gap, or I just gotta run back and forth, so just gonna do it. Wow. Okay. Must be getting really low level spawns or something. It's just not moving. So now we're gonna have less of a little glimpse into the next level, but it should be enough. I mean, I can't imagine not leveling on this next kill, so it's gonna leave us about 4 mobs to kind of see what next level is gonna look like. Obviously, I could stay longer, but I do have to go to dinner and stuff, so I'm looking to log out here and then just kind of attach this to the front of my next video that I do for the Necro. Even though this is already 15 minutes long now, like this is supposed to be quick. I honestly thought like I was gonna kill a couple and then that was gonna be it, but this is making this camp look slow, but actually it's been pretty decent. Next thing you know, this is gonna be half of the next episode. We'll see. That monk actually came back around, that 46 monk. I think he saw me, and then I saw him asking for a port out of here. And I was like, holy moly, man. I mean, that didn't level me. Like, what is happening? This is where you want that other UI, so you can tell exactly how much you have. because like this last little tick is it's quite insane. I just like the simplicity of this UI. I just like, I don't know. Oh, excuse me. I just kind of like it, so. So this is about, I mean, I'm trying to think of on the Shaman where I got all this leveling in the low 40s. And it was here, did a couple levels here, and then moved to City of Mist. I do not want to go to City of Mist. I'm going to do everything in my power to not go to City of Mist. I mean, fear kiting in that like area by arena would be really good. There's undead mobs. That's really good. I really don't want to go there though. I kind of checked out the undead mobs in the Dreadlands over at the Combine, but they resist spook undead or whatever. They resisted it every time. So there we go. Level 41. We've exited the hell level. There it is. So we're gonna get about 3 kills in here. And see how it moves. See how it moves the bar here. I don't like the sample size, but that's all we got. So we got spells at 39, our next spells are at 44. Just 3 levels from now still, so this is it. We're just chilling. I guess we'll feel a little weaker well, not necessarily, because the spells do get better. It's true, they'll hit a little harder or last a little longer. Should be easier to tell my max pet, because there's less levels that are going to be blue. Because currently, so my max pet hits for 39, but I can get a blue pet that hits for 37, and I think even less than that. So it'll be nice to have less options. I can just see it's green and then be like, that's not the one. It's kind of annoying when you have to fight a mob, especially when you're trying to keep everything timed out. Oh shoot, I'm supposed to leave in 10 minutes to go to dinner. 9 minutes, actually. I'm supposed to leave. I didn't realize the time. So this is working out perfectly, actually. We got one more mob, and then I'm going to be done with this session for now, but for you all, it'll be fast forwarded to my next session. So yeah, I mean, we're stuck in the beginning tick. I understand that, but yeah, I don't think I would sit here for another level, so we'll probably go somewhere else. We got one more mob. There he is. We should just obliterate this guy and just load him up. We'll triple dot him. Oh, he's already a weak mob. Oh well. Overkill. Oh. Gotta figure out what's going on. Alright, see if it ticks at all. Okay. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't see myself staying here. But I'll camp here. I'm not gonna gate quite yet. I'll camp here. Maybe next time I log in, I'll do, you know, a circle or two in here and just kind of see how it feels before I commit to leaving. But that's another time. I gotta go to dinner. So, see you all in a second. All right, so today's a different day. And it's not been a good day for me. So we're gonna probably keep it pretty short. We don't really have a camp. There's like a line for the Yeti cave. So we're just gonna go ahead and do our thing out here. That's fair. Okay. What I should have done is maybe put this on. And then we're just gonna talk about how much of a big fat noob I am, and I'm still being a noob. Apparently he resisted fear and dooming darkness. But yet he's already almost dead somehow? I don't know. Well, anyways, so what happened? After I paused the video the last time, I went on to, I think, play the shaman with the mage or something like that, and then I logged back in to, you know, to get some more time on the necro, and the Yeti cave was taken. So I was like, all right, maybe I'll go check out the other Yeti cave. So there's like the higher level one. And I was like, I'll just check it out and see, you know, what's going on. So I proceeded to go over there and to kill some stuff on the way there. And, well, I should mention real quickly. Damn, these are really resistant. I am level 40 again, back in the hell level. So I went over to the other Yeti cave. And I was killing stuff. I got some ads. And I just made bad judgment calls. And I got myself killed. I always just wait too late to feign death. I always feel like, you know, I got this. I don't need to feign death. I think I'm tougher than I am or whatever, being a clothy. Sometimes maybe I feel like I'm used to the shaman. Shaman's a beast. And I just got wiped out. Like it was a little cockatrice. And it just wiped me out. Also, I'm using a new mic. So hopefully, I don't know, hopefully this sounds better. I need to play with it. Oh, I literally just plugged it in. So I need to play with it and stuff like that, but hopefully it's better. So I died. I got sent back to Freeport. And I don't like to ask for free ports. That's just my standards. Doesn't need to be your standards. Whatever your standards are your standards, right? That's just how I am. I'm bound usually near a bank. And so I'll just, you know, just invis up, run to the bank, grab some cash, and I'll just buy my ports. It's fine. So I bought a port. Actually, before I bought a port, I'm sorry, I'm getting lost. before I bought a port, I did all of that. I got ready. But I was talking to a fellow Necro, and they wanted help to killing a mob in Freeport for the Epic. And so I was like, all right, cool. You know, I'm in the area. I'm naked, but I mean, that's fine. I could still dot and you know, sick my pet. I mean, that should be enough. The mob's not too crazy. It's just a normal mob, you know. 2 of us, we got this. No big deal. So then I was running through the underground tunnels of Freeport, which I've done a million times. My trainer's down there. My vendors are down there. I've ran through there a billion times on this character, on this playthrough, on video. Anyways, I did something, and I think I know what it is now. But I did something to piss off the rogue GMs. So the rogue GMs just slaughtered me in one hit. I got backstabbed for like 1100. As I was just like, doo-doo-doo, running past them. So that wasn't good. I was a little surprised. At the time, I was surprised. I didn't know why that happened. But after thinking about it, I think it's because I was killing those... I'm not cool with the guards anymore. The corrupt guards. I used to be cool with the corrupt guards on this character, because I turned in a lot of the belts and stuff in the beginning. But I'm not cool with them anymore. So I looked at his faction, and I saw that the corrupt guards faction was on there. So the militia. So I'm thinking that must have been it. I killed a bunch of them, and so I probably pissed him off. So he's threatening now. So okay, you know, that's that. I have to let my pet met up a little bit. Got kind of tore up. He's probably dotted or something. So we'll go ahead and med up here for just a sec. So then I'm like, well, shit, right? So I go back, I get back to that spot, I invis up, I grab my corpse, I drag my corpse out, I loot my corpse, I'm just like, you know, I'm not gonna get a res. I mean, even though I'm right here, it's whatever, right? I deleveled. I deleveled on the first death. This is the second death. So now I look at my XP and I'm like a little more than half a bubble deleveled. So I was like, well, shit, now I need more than half a bubble to get my level back. So then he needed a kill in a bar upstairs. We ended up not killing, you know, I probably took too long. We ended up not killing the mob or anything. So I went and got my corpse, right, and then I got out of there. I was like, all right, I'm done here, so I'll just gate out. So I gated back out. Proceeded to get my, I bought a port back to Dreadlands. I was running back to my corpse, and I was like, you know what, let me slash who the zone, see who's here, see if that guy's still in the Yeti cave, because I wanted that Yeti cave. So I slash who the zone, and I was like, you know what, there's a ton of people here. Let me see if there's like a cleric around. So then I was like, hey, any clerics around that could do a res? And there was one. So I was like, oh, cool. So I dragged my body to Karner's Castle, and I got a res there, and it was Star-Lord. Was nice enough to just give me a res, and I had so many sickness, so I couldn't reach him to tip him. And I was like, hey, thanks a lot, I can't reach you. And he was just like, cool story, and he took off running. So super thanks for, you know, a free 96% res, and you know, not accepting a tip. That's super cool. Super nice of you to you know, use up your time to help a stranger. There's a lot of interactions like that on P99, and I think, you know, that's what a lot of people like about it. I'm gonna get that extra Yeti, aren't I? Oh yeah. All right. Well. One second, I got a big thing coming. Let's go ahead and take all this down. Did I not? Maybe I didn't. dotted the second time. I thought I did. Ooh, nice. Golden pendant. So anyways, where'd I... Oh yeah, so thanks for the res, Star-Lord. Super cool. So then, I was running back to my corpse, or I'm sorry, I was running back to the Yeti cave, because I didn't see that the guy was there anymore. I didn't see him in the zone, the guy who was there. So I was like, all right, cool. So let me head back to the Yeti cave. And let's get some Yeti cave going on. So at first, before I started running, I couldn't move anywhere, right? I couldn't pay the tip that I wanted to. So then, I was like, well, shoot, I'm kind of in the middle here. If anybody trains the zone line, or if there's like a mob that pats into the zone line area, I was like, if he you know, aggro's on me, I can't move. I'm stuck here. I don't have any of my spells memmed. I just got a res. I can't move. So I was like, all right, well, let me start memming stuff. I was like, first, let me mem an invis, so I could just invis myself. So then I did that, and then I didn't have enough mana. So I was like, oh shit, I don't have enough mana to do that, because when you get rezzed, you have 0 mana. So then I was like, well, let me get my Lich out. So I put on Lich, I med a little bit, I put on Invis, and I was like, all right, cool. Now I can sit here and wait out the res sickness. So then I'm doing that, and then I got enough strength and everything's going cool, and I'm like, all right, cool. Now I'm gonna run to the Yeti cave. So this is where the ultra noob comes in. So meanwhile, I'm talking to that necro that I was gonna help kill the mob, and I'm talking to a couple other people about videos and about grouping and just about all kinds of stuff, you know, completely ignoring the fact that I have a Lich on and how much life do I have. And I'm running to the cave, and then I fall down, and I'm like, oh crap, what hit me, right? For a second, and then I was like, oh shit, I have a Lich on. And then so I see my buff, and you can click Lich off like just by clicking it like that. But I guess if you're like if you're knocked out or whatever, and you're like laying down waiting to die, you can't click off buffs. I don't know. Maybe I was already dead. I don't know. But I was laying on the ground like bleeding to death, and I was trying to click off the buff in my head, and I couldn't do it. And like, you know, it all happened so fast. So within a split second, it said I died. And so that's my first death to Lich on this Necromancer. Now, I've also played other Necromancers. I've played a Necromancer on a TLP server. And on TLP servers, even in Classic and stuff, your Lich never runs out. It just lasts forever. So you can't AFK with Lich on a TLP server. You will die. And I died a dozen times probably over the life of that, like over like 2 years. I probably died a dozen times at least to Lich. It happens. So, you know, it's pretty funny. But anyway, so that was my first death on here. I did die to Lich, and I'm not proud of it. Super noob thing to do. But it happened. And so I was super frustrated at this point. So I had already died. Now I've died 3 times. I did get the res, which was cool. And the res was enough. I think I leveled off of the res. I was like, cool, you know, I got my level back. Now let me go make up for the XP that I lost on the first death. And then I ended up dying on my way over there. So I was super annoyed at this point. I had wasted like tons and tons and tons of time at this point, because I had died 3 times. I've gotten multiple ports. I was like running around Freeport. I was going back and forth to the bank because I don't want to, you know, I don't want to like just ask for free ports. So then I ran back to the bank again, and I got more money. And then I ran back to or I ported, you know, I gated back to the tunnel, and I asked for another port. And so right here, Phytogenic said he'll take me. And then he was like, hey, how do you still have money on you when you're naked? And I said, oh, I ran to the bank. You know, I just don't like to, you know, expect free ports. And he wouldn't accept my money. He was like, nah, we do free ports for corpse runs around here. So I was like, that's super cool. Another, like, I've had like 2 awesome interactions in a row. And so, like, super cool, you know. Shout out to Phytogenic as well. Super awesome. And, you know, that's just another showing to the P99 community. Super cool. Obviously, you know, you'll run into jerks here and there, but for the most part, really awesome people going out of their way to help others. And it's not to say that I haven't gotten in, like, you know, my own tussles with people. I'm not super passive, like, you know. If something arises, I'll talk it out with somebody for sure. Or if somebody's rude for no reason, I might become really rude really fast. I'm not going to deny that. Like, that's the kind of person I am in life in general. I'm super nice until somebody's just like not nice for no reason, and then, you know, I don't really put up with people's bullshit, whether it's in the workplace or in life or on video games, whatever. But besides that, super nice, super passive, you know, for the most part, until that random person comes along. But, you know, they don't come along often, and I don't really give people too much of a reason to treat me like that, so I don't expect to be treated like that. So, but anyways, so I got my port back here for like the 3rd time, and we got our body, and that's where we're at. So we deleveled again, and I should probably buff my pet again at this point. I'm gonna grab that, aren't I? He's gonna run that direction? No, okay, let's do this. So anyways, that's been my adventure for the day. You know, every now and again that's gonna happen. It's EverQuest. When it rains, sometimes it pours, and if that wasn't a possibility, I would be bored probably. I need that to be a possibility. When I play games like Diablo, I play hardcore. I've even been playing hardcore World of Warcraft, like, you know, on and off for 3 years now, because regular World of Warcraft just doesn't do anything for me. And, you know, and EverQuest has that. Not only is it nostalgic to me because, you know, Jesus, this guy is not scared. This guy is the homie. But EverQuest just has that factor, that scare factor, that danger factor, where you're just like, at any moment, shit could just really go wrong. And so, you know, that's why this game is #1 to a lot of us, right? Most people watching this. So it happens, but here we are trying to get our level back. That there is a new person in the Yeti cave now, so there is a shaman in there doing his thing. So we're outside the Yeti cave, just trying to get our level back here. And I think when I started this video, well, the second half of this video, about 15 minutes ago, I think it was daylight outside, and I could see now behind me that it's not daylight anymore, as it is getting later. I've spent a lot of time. I need to buff my pet, but I'm actually out of mana. Spent a lot of time just running around doing that kind of thing, so we're looking to just get our level back here, and then I think we're gonna call it. It's just that kind of day. But like I said, if we didn't have days like this, then the good days wouldn't feel so good, right? So no big deal. We'll be back at it. We'll be back at it on another day. So no big deal. But there's a lot of stuff going on at my work as well. So I need to be sleeping a little bit more. Can't be doing these 5-hour sleep days. Right this second. I need to try and, you know, push it to like 6.5 hours for maybe the next week or two. Get a little extra 1.5 hour sleep in there. Maybe I should sit here for a second. We'll make our way back to the cave over here. There's a couple of giants right here, but I don't want to split them. Hopefully the microphone sounds like an improvement. I'm still waiting. I'm upgrading not only the microphone, but also the boom arm. I've been using the same microphone and boom arm for like Well, first of all, I bought a cheap microphone and boom arm off of Amazon like 5 years ago, and that's the one I've been using this whole time. And I mean, it worked fine for me and for what I used it for. But I've been eyeballing an upgrade for a while now, and I finally just did it. So I'm hoping that that it's an improvement. But I won't fully know until I get the boom arm, because sometimes like if you touch it, you know, you'll get reverberations and stuff like that. So I'm hoping that the new boom arm is sturdier and more solid, and I can kind of not get so much feedback on it. I was testing the sound it makes when I type. There's still a good amount of, you can still hear the keyboard. There's no way around it. I mean, I got a gamer keyboard, you know. We got oh, that wasn't too bad. I wonder if is that the right? I think it is. Okay, I got confused there for a second. I'm sure we all have mechanical keyboards for the most part, unless some of you are on laptops, which is even a whole nother thing, because you're kind of pounding on probably the same thing that your microphone is on. But just hopefully it's reduced a little bit or something along those lines. That's the idea. But I always mention I have another YouTube channel that I enjoy, and I got some stuff coming up for that channel, so it's not just an upgrade for this, but for that as well. Really what's keeping me up is these basketball games, because I live on the West Coast. Some of these basketball games aren't over until about 10:30 at night, which for the average person isn't too much, but I'm always talking about how I wake up at 4 a.m., so that's, you know, that's part of the culprit. And I'm not the type to just be able to like watch something and be like, wow, that was exciting, that was cool, and then just turn around and go to sleep. You know, I still have to have this like winding down period. I can't just log out of EverQuest and then just pass out 5 seconds later. I have like a whole process that I got to do. I'm very bad at sleeping. I'm not even a morning person. Why do I have this shift? You know, Southern California traffic, other excuses like that, just to be able to get out of work, and it's still, you know, I can still go to stores, I can still go to the bank, I can still go to the post office, stuff like that. And mainly traffic. Yeah, Southern California has like some of the gnarliest traffic, so a lot of it has to do with that. But that's probably why I have a hard time sleeping. That and playing EverQuest when I was in high school. So, you know, you're in high school, you're playing EverQuest, and like your parents think you're sleeping and you're not. And luckily by 1999, well, 1999 I had I was super lucky. In 1999, my parents had moved into a new house, and although at the time we were only renting the house while my parents like were like saving money and looking for a house to buy at the time, there was a room that had a dedicated, I think they had like a teenage girl in the room before me, and she had her own phone line, and immediately I was just like, look, I need that room to be my room, because I'm the youngest in my family, and I was already all about the internet, and like the older brothers and sisters, they were still like, you know, they used the internet, but they didn't like live on the internet. I was living on I need the internet, you know. I was already a super nerd. These games that were coming out were targeting me, right? And so I was like, I need that room so I could be online all the time. I can't have this, somebody called and I got kicked out, because I'm trying to play Warcraft 2 Battle.net Edition. I'm trying to play Diablo 2 Battle.net Edition. You know, I can't be kicked off. I got kicked off on a hardcore character on, I had a 94 assassin on hardcore Diablo back in the day, that I died to getting disconnected from AOL, and that just crushed me. I had a 99 Amazon, on softcore, but like I said, I need that hardcore in my life. So, but to lose it like that, you know, it's not even like a mistake you made. It's just a disconnect, and it, you know, can't be having that is the point. So I was like, I need this line. So I was like super fortunate to be able to have a dedicated line to be able to be online whenever I want and not have to fight the brothers and the sisters and everything, because like they just didn't care about it that much at the time, at least. I'm trying to think of where I was going with that story. I don't know, but playing EverQuest in high school, yeah. So like I'm online, like, you know, my parents think I'm sleeping or something, and I'm like, no, I'm online all night long, and then I'm just trashed the next day for school. Like I'm just, you know, barely like hanging in there. But you're young, you can deal with that stuff. And then don't even ask me about summer. You know, I'm playing EverQuest with the bros during summer, and we're just like sleeping every other night. And I'm not gonna lie, we were LAN partying, you know. They'd bring the computers over, 2 or 3 of us are like LAN partying in my room. It's all sweaty and nasty teenagers. And somebody was awake at all times. Like we were hardcore kids. Like 2 of us, we'd be taking shifts. All right, 2 of us can sleep, but the other one has to be, you know, playing the tank, the cleric, and the bard. We had like a Shadow Knight, a cleric, and a bard. And we were right here in the Dreadlands, and we were LAN partying. And that was it. That was the 2 of us are gonna sleep, and the other one is gonna control the 3 characters. I mean, the bard was just, you know, in groups sitting there playing songs, so that was easy enough on its own. All right, let's kill this guy. That guy's green. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to. It seems like a waste of mana right now. Where are we at? Any kill now. I'm sitting here blabbing about who knows what. Oh, another kill or 2 should do the trick. Get back out of this hell level. Oh, it sucks to delevel and do a hell level, and then, you know, like I said, I was like nearly, more than half, nearly 3/4 of a bubble down. But, you know, oh yeah, Bromhilda. Nice. She sees me out here struggling. Shout out, Bromhilda. I've gotten ports from her and stuff before. Super cool. All right, let's kill this guy. Oh, that's huge. Oh, I mean, I thought this was going to be short because I was just going to jump on and try to get this real quick and explain what happened. But this, in combination with that first part of the video, this is probably actually quite long. Watch out for ads here. And just killing stuff in the open world out here, just it makes me appreciate the Yeti cave more. I think it was earlier in this video, the first part, I think I'm explaining how I understand the Yeti cave better. It's not just the gems you're after, it's actually good cash. It really is. And so I fully understand and I fully appreciate it now. But I mean, it took a lot for me to figure it out, because like I've been to that camp on a lot of characters, and it never really truly just hit me until I was like really soloing it, because a lot of the times I'll duo it, or mainly duo it, or I'll struggle to solo it. But on this character, I was, you know, as you've seen, I was full clearing it solo over and over and over on cooldown, no downtime besides medding, waiting for the next spawn. And yeah, the cash was actually really good in that scenario. All right, this is the one. Are you the one? I think this is the one. Let you be the one. Where are we gonna go next? I mean, I honestly don't know. Like, You know, do I want to stay in the Yeti cave? It's a nice spot. I mean, I think most people in my case would. Oh, she is hauling ass. She sewed herself. But do I want to, right? I guess is the question. I don't know. Gotta go to City of Mist soon. I'm doing everything in my power not to go to City of Mist. I just don't want to. I don't want to. I hope she doesn't come back. I don't want to fight her. I hate fighting these spiders. They suck. They dot. They root. They snare. They slow. They're just super annoying. They see, some of them see invis. They run 100 miles an hour. Is this the one? Could be. Good, she went the other way. Oh yeah, so I got bags. I got Sony Evil Eye bags for the trio. Oh, come on. One more. Ooh, nice. So I took the ogre to Lower Guck, of course, the shaman, and then I went in there, and I was like, you know what, like, it was on the weekend, and I had played a good amount, and I was like, I should probably just take a break and log out, and I was like, nope, I'm actually gonna take the shaman over to Lower Guck. I'm gonna see if that's open. I slash hooed Guck bottom, and there was like a couple people there, and I was like, I bet you they're on undead side. So I hot-tailed it over there. I'm bound in EC tunnels, and I went there, and nobody was there. Nobody's at the camp, so I was like, all right, cool. So then the placeholder was up, though. So I killed the placeholder. I looked up the respawn times, and they were long. So I was like, I'm just going to camp here, and then I'm going to log into my monk, and I'm just going to, like, kill stuff on my monk while I wait. So I was doing that. So what was it? The spawn timer's 28 minutes. So I looked at what time I killed him. I went on the monk. I fought stuff, and then there's that shaman. He's outside for some reason. And then I would log back in, and I waited. Oh, is she killing stuff too? She is. And then so anyways, and then the eye spawned, and I was like, oh cool. Like I logged back in ahead of time, got my pet out, got buffed up, got ready. And then the eye spawned, and I was like, hell yeah. And it's 100% drop chance as long as the eye spawns. So I killed him. I took the bag. I went to EC. I had somebody help me mule it. I muled it to an alt. I gated back to EC. Then I ran, with the sow, of course. I ran all the way back, and I ran all the way back there. I got there about 5 minutes early. So it took me, like 23 minutes to do all of that. And pulled out my pet, buffed up, got ready. The eye spawned again. And I was like, hell yeah. So I got another bag, because it is lore. And then I did the same... Oh, shoot. I did the same thing. I gated back, had somebody help me mule it to not these alts, just a level 1 character. And then I ran back again, same thing, got there about 5 minutes early. And wouldn't you know it, the eye spawned again. 3 times in a row. It was great. So I got myself another bag. And then I had my friend help me when my necro was back in Freeport. I had my friend help me put the bag from the level 1 character to this character. So the monk still doesn't have his yet because he's still in Ocean of Tears. He's parked over there. But next time I bring him to Freeport, which won't be too far from now. Once I level one more time on him, I'll have to go to Freeport and drop off the cash and everything. And once I do that, I'll get that bag, which is going to help a lot. It'll help a lot with those swords. Shoot. 70% weight reduction. It weighs 3, though. It's not nothing. There it is. So once again, Necro having a rough time. It wasn't too long ago you saw me ding 3 times in one episode. And in this one, you're going to see me ding twice. But you know what? We got it. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. It's been a trying day. So we're just gonna end it there. It's been a long. I haven't paused it for like 35 minutes or something like that. But yeah, that's gonna do it. Thanks for listening to me blab. If you did, if you're still here. And other than that, we will see you guys on the next one.